Everybody knows you. This is crazy.
1 second. No problem.
Oh, so no, why are you looking at me?
I'm waiting for him. What the fuck, bro? You dumb?
No.
He's coming.
Oh, so then why are you looking at me?
Oh, come on, man.
So what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
She knocked the pizza down, bro.
Step inside. Step inside. Come on. Step inside.
I ain't hit no bell, man.
Step inside. Step inside, man. I'm scared. She knocked the pizza down. Step inside. Step inside. Deliver the pizza. Step inside. What you want to do?
Deliver that pizza.
So then go deliver the pizza. Stay in here and stay here. I'll stand here with you to the door. So let's wait for the pizza.
Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Choholim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachahakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say through water to all the H.I.M and Akhwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And let me just get this Isaiah 32, verse 9. And you can see why there's no respect for Eve these days. The so-called black woman, people have lost total respect for you as a people, you know, just as a species. Even you nice ones, you know, that's got some sense. That, like, no one wants to deal with even you because of ones like this. But this is Isaiah 32 and 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech." And see, our women are at ease. Well, you can clearly see she's got that masculine nigga energy. You know what I'm saying? She appears to be one of those, you know, one of them studies or whatever. But still, this is the ease that they have in this kingdom where they can pull shit like this. And it had that guy knocked her goddamn head off. You know, because you seen she flinched. It wasn't like she stepped into it, like, you know, and started to throw no. She seen that guy was serious, and she stepped the fuck back. But with her ego all fucked up, you know what I'm saying? She's taking it further. But you can clearly see she's a terrorist in the building, because the full footage of it is she actually was knocking on the guy's door. Obviously, it's something that, you know, they had going on before. But what it seemed to me, too, as well, is that the person that was on the other side of the door that actually ordered the pizza, they ordered that pizza to set her up. Because obviously she had been terrorizing them to begin with. So they used the pizza guy, which could have got fucked up, you know, to actually get her, you know, get that actual good footage of her ass fucking up. And then there was another guy from the other angle. He was taking video and was calling it harassment. And then eventually, you know, they called 911. And they ended up arresting her ass. And, you know, you can see the full footage if you want to look it up. That was just the one that I seen on Reddit. Because I was watching it on someone else's channel. The full video. And the bitch is just crazy. Like the shit that she was doing, because she was really trespassed. She's actually got her foot in these people apartments once they did finally open the door, and she would not leave. She wouldn't move. The man kept telling her, and these are men that she was doing this to. The man at the door was like, get the fuck out of my apartment, basically. You know what I'm saying? So this just shows you how far feminism has gone. Slash, now you can be a feminist slash off and still have, you can be a stud and have the same rights as a feminist, basically. This is verse 10. Let me get verse 9 again. Isaiah 32:9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins, which in a nutshell means to repent to the Father, Yahweh, in the name of his son, Yahushai. Those are the true names of the Father and Son. And come down off that high-ass horse that you're on, because this is pride at its finest. As a matter of fact, you can see that she clearly failed, and she failed quickly. There was like 4 or 5 police officers that showed up and handcuffed her ass, and she wasn't acting up then, Proverbs 16:18, pride go up before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. And you can clearly see how prideful she was. Like, here you go, this man don't know you from a can of paint. He's just doing a job trying to make a delivery. And again, I think it was pretty scandalous, because I really do believe that the people that ordered that pizza, they actually ordered that pizza to set her up, because they took too long. When I was looking at the video, I'm looking like, well, goddamn, how long does it take you to come to the door, to come and get your order? They had that guy out there, pretty much, had she been a crazy with a pistol or a knife or a hammer or whatever, man, that guy could have got fucked up. But he stuck it out. Like me personally, I would have walked away and just said, hey, look, your order has been canceled. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Because, I've been assaulted, whatever the case may be. Hey, look, I'm out of here though, But thankfully, the police was called on her ass, because she should have went to jail, man, for that shit. Just out of the blue. So she's been a terror on the hall, because like I said, it was another guy. He was recording from from another angle with his cell phone, and they ended up. That's how But I don't know what the end results are, and I'm not sure what city that is neither. But still, let me get and these are the curses that we're under as well. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Just want to get a point out of this verse 54 here. I think 56. I think it is. Yep, it says, the tender and delicate woman among you. This is talking about our women. Imagine how tender and delicate our, foremothers was. You can go back, 2 generations or so. Just think about your great-grandmother. You think your grandmother would be running up on a guy and doing something like that to him just out of the blue, some complete stranger that's doing their job? Nah, man, you're living in a day and time where Eve has gotten to a point of just being completely reckless. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not have ventured to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. She never would even got her, came out of her apartment, man. That had nothing to do with her. Her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter. But the point that I wanted to make is how delicate our women used to be. Now all of a sudden you just hard as hell out here with a damn muscle shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Trying to square up on men. And then once they get their asses knocked out, everybody want to feel all this sympathy for them. You got Jake jumping in trying to Captain save this hoe. Like, no, she's stepping into the arena. Let her get her, let her throw them hands. But anyway, I didn't want to keep this long. That was just something that I seen, and it was aggravating as fuck. You know what I'm saying? To see it, because I was actually watching it from this chick, River TV. Let me see here, Salakia. Right here. I was watching it from her.
If you're currently using or
and so I don't really want to go into it, because I know she gets monetized for her channel, but the ending part, if you want to go into it, her channel was River TV. You can see pretty much, because she goes through the entire video overall, you know what I'm saying, up to the arrest and all that stuff like that. But yeah, man, Eve is done lost her goddamn mind out here, man. And that's why the apostles always say, man, stay away from the black women. I avoid them at all costs out in public. You know what I'm saying? I know some cool ones, but I generally don't even, I just don't want to deal with them at all like that. It's, it's just best that I don't, because we don't have nothing to talk about really. You know, it's nothing we have in common. You know what I'm saying? You know, they be talking about a bunch of bullshit all the time. Got a damn blunt in their mouth, blowing smoke in your face. You know what I'm saying? So why even, you know, put yourself through that type of shit? You know, but it's coming to a point where, you know, these women are they're gonna be humbled. They're gonna be humbled, man. These women have a lot of pride, man, to be stepping up and squaring off in a strange man's face. And she was in this guy's apartment. She had her foot in his door, like, you know, stopping him from closing his door. Really, just, you know, and both men were bigger than her. You know, I'm thinking, you know, so, and those are those spirits of vengeance too. Spirits of vengeance, you know, really be getting down on people like that. Because these women are very, very prideful, man. And shit. Like, matter of fact, it was a dude. I don't even know if they caught this guy or not. Right here in Detroit. I think she. Let me see here. Let me just put. And a lot of shit been going on here in Detroit. They just found a 16-year-old shot in his goddamn head in the playground. They don't know nothing about who done what. It's just, you know, a bunch of killings been going on here. Show you how rash these niggas is. This is where we at right here. I think she was a employee in the hospital. Her man went in there and gunned her ass down just the other day here. Let me see. Yep, this is it right here. And I don't know if they found this guy yet. But he went into the hospital. Now, mind you, at least she was in the hospital, but guess what? She didn't make it. You know why she didn't make it? Because the Lord didn't want her to make it. Mario Green, the man accused of killing his ex-wife in a Henry Ford hospital shooting. Detroit police said he was arrested. Okay, so they did find him. Okay, they found him. I know they had found the car before. Yep, says no person deserves what happened to Miss Latricia Green. Yeah, but the Lord thought that it should have happened. He gunned her ass down right in that hospital, bro, where she worked at. And you know they have this saying that, you know, women that work in these hospitals, they be getting ran through. And he probably found out about her getting ran through in there by a damn doctor or something. Matter of fact, let's get some images. You'll see what she looked like. Let me see here. Here she go right here. You can see the look. You can see that prideful ass look. She ain't no telling who. She's probably in there dealing with somebody. You know, and that jealousy and that rage hit him. Because she had 2 restraining orders on him. The first one didn't go through. You know what I'm saying? But the second one did. But they never served him with it. That was the thing too. But still, just imagine you being at work, a motherfucker coming into a hospital to gun your ass down in broad daylight. Right? So this is the type of attitude that's going on throughout the earth right now. And matter of fact, this just been coming out as of late. Because this is the attitude of people that's in the planet right now. 2 Timothy 3:1, it says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves." And that's women as well. They just love themselves. "Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection." You know this nigga ain't had no natural affection. He ran off in the hospital, and because you know he just gave up. You know he didn't give a fuck at that point, because you know all cameras on you. You're not walking into no hospital. You're not entering a parking lot or anywhere near a hospital without the cameras got you, right? Truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, and that word incontinent goes off into having no self-control, because he could have, you know, had he been slow to anger, controlled himself and been like, man, fuck that bitch, no matter what she was doing, because now he's going to be in jail when the Lord comes. It says fierce, and that was a fierce action that he done. Despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. Right? So you can clearly see this is the attitude of the people these days. They don't have no natural affection. This is why you have to be careful who you're around. You know, and kind of, you know, you don't let nobody walk all over you and shit. But sometimes you got to just take the back seat, take the L, like let them niggas talk shit, you know, and being slow to anger. That's very important. Being patient and not being hasty, you know, and because the scriptures talked about how anger resteth in the bosom of fools. You know, we're not fools. We're to be, you know, righteous, man. You know, let the Lord, because the Lord gonna handle people like this. Gonna handle it. This chick doofy as hell. You know what I'm saying? That shit that she was doing, man, that shit could have got her ass gunned down. You in a person's apartment or not, could have knocked her ass flat out, man. But I think, like I said again, from the when I was watching this chick's video from the River TV, when I was watching the full video, and she was even saying it, that pretty much they set the pizza man up to actually get footage or actually to get this chick in trouble, because obviously she's been doing this, over and over again. So I guess this time they're like, we're just gonna overall, just get her ass on film, get her ass arrested, and nah, bitch. But the pizza guy, he was talking about getting a lawyer and pressing charges himself. So because she assaulted both people, you're in a person's apartment assaulting them. Got nothing to do with you. And then you assaulting the pizza driver, but these days, they'll get that bitch a slap on the wrist and let her go back into the building. So at that point, now what? Now she does it again and she gets killed, or she get deleted by this neighbor. Then that neighbor got all the footage that they need to get off scotch-free. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, she was a terror to begin with. We were afraid for our lives. But anyway, this is the world that we're living in. Hey, be circumspect. Let me get that real quick. Walk circumspectly out here, because these days are very evil. Ephesians 5:15, it says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." So, yep, you got to, watch ourselves, man. Shit, even when it comes down to just ordering food. I don't even order food. I don't see no use in all that there. You know what I'm saying? If I was going to make a pizza, I'd make that shit myself. It's nothing to go get dough, and cheese and shit like that and make a pizza that's exactly the way that you want to make the pizza and know what ingredients you want and chop all your own shit up. I ain't done it in a real long time because I ain't, don't really eat stuff like that no more. But I can make a far better damn pizza right at my house. My own style of what I want on the pizza, and knowing that it hasn't been tainted with some damn pork, some cross blend, some cross contamination of anything, type of deal. It can come out a little more expensive, but you'll have a better pizza, to me personally. But anyway, just wanted to just touch on this quick little video, man. That's reckless as hell. Show you where Eve's mindset is at, and also to, brothers. I know the brother Allah, he see some shit like this. He wants judgment on Eve, goddamn it. And he gonna get judgment soon, man. But with that, shalom.